tough day for me, even though I'm surrounded by all this amazing green. I'm just really missing my family and my friends. We've only been here 4 months, so still getting to know people, and you know, those things take a lot of time to build up. So yeah, I've just been forcing myself out of the house really, and getting out, getting active, trying new things, meeting new people along the way wherever I go. And I thought I'd bring you along for this one. I'm gonna try and find a nice spot in the heath to paint, to get comfortable. Hopefully it doesn't start raining. We'll have to find a tree that gives enough cover to hide from the rain. Almost feels, well, you can feel that these trees are alive. A better setup in future, but for now it's me on a log. Okay, so that attempt failed. Wind picked up, got a little bit storm-like, so I'm just walking now and gonna enjoy nature. That was literally a leap of faith. Just made it. Woo. So it's Sunday, 19th of April. I think I want to do a bit of sketchbooking. Last time I worked in my Strathmore sketchbook, and I did a bit of a variation on this previous painting that I've painted. Trying a little bit of a different color combination. It's a bit of my out of my comfort zone. So I think I want to play around with that a little bit more in my more informal sketchbook. I really like this sketchbook for that. It's the Art Creation by Talents. It's very affordable, and the paper holds up well enough to water-based media. So, gonna see how that goes.
crocheting again. I've been crocheting this thing, little blanket with granny squares. I probably started this, it'll be more than 10 years now, like 12 years ago, a long time. But I find myself dipping in and out of the need to crochet. And my gran actually taught me to knit, and I taught myself to crochet with this little book that I bought. And it's just like super therapeutic to have a pattern to work on, to learn a new skill. I actually wrote down some patterns here as well for the more intricate granny squares. I've worked my way back up to the double crochet stitch, which actually feels easier to me than a single crochet. Let's see, here it is. Okay, I hope I'm in frame for this. I'm using the back of my phone, so I can't actually see what I'm recording. Wake up my technology. So today is Friday, 24th of April. Just got my hair done, so I'm feeling a bit more energized, which is good. Yes, lately feeling a lot more settled in, or at least a bit more open to be excited for new experiences, which I feel like I always am, but it's a different thing to mentally be open than being emotionally ready. I feel like mentally I'm always there first. My emotions always take a lot longer to catch up with what my brain tells me needs to be happening. Yes, I'm sure that's normal, but who knows? Who knows? Anyway, today I thought I've got a bit of time, and with summer here being so nice and light, the day is light for very long, a lot longer than what we're used to coming from South Africa. Yeah, it's like 10 to 4 now. So I thought I'd try a little bit of pattern design. Yeah, emphasis on the word try. I was very inspired lately by, I bought a nice warm, what do you call it, like a teddy jacket from Free People, and also like long pants that I'm wearing now. I mean, the design on their packaging is just like striking. It's super striking and bright and happy, and you know, it makes me think of nature, even though I mean it's not natural colors. So yes, it inspired me to be a bit more free, not overthink everything and have to be super detailed and have to get the colors perfect and analyze everything. I need to plan out every step. Sometimes not, and more often than not, the things that I don't plan out, some of them, not all of them, but some of them end up being some of my most favorite pieces. Like if I just think of the few abstract art pieces that I really enjoyed, I just went for it, and you know, if you're lucky, it comes out really nice. Obviously, when I plan stuff, it feels like the chances of it coming out, the result of me liking the result, are bigger, but somehow it's a bit less satisfying, isn't it? So I'm just trying to grab you. It's a bit less satisfying to have a good result due to a lot of planning. I mean, that's a little bit boring, isn't it? So yes, it's always about striking a balance there for me. A bit of planning and then letting go, which that's a lesson I have to learn daily. So I mean, usually I would do like fine lines and details and really like go into shadows and the anatomy, trying to see, I don't have my other big paintings up yet, and kind of just since being in London with all the green on the sidewalks, I've been very motivated to do more landscapes, and that's kind of made me feel a bit more free in what I do. I feel like it's not, you know, catching a human being's likeness. You kind of have to be precise in a lot of aspects. Your proportions have to be correct. Otherwise, any other human eye will pick up that this is not a resemblance of, you know, the model. Whereas with landscapes, I feel like, I mean, it obviously depends on the type of artist you are, and you get super realistic, amazing landscape painters out there, and I'm seriously jealous of them. But I do feel like for me, it psychologically just lifts that pressure, because for some reason with anatomy and the human figure and portraits, I get very sucked into the detail because there's a lot of detail. There's a lot of finer things, making up the bigger concept. And I think with my background, I'm a coach, or I used to be up until a year ago before I had to leave my job for London. And obviously I studied anatomy and a bit of physiology for that. So I just have that inherent, the more you know, the more you know you don't know, kind of, mindset about it. So I'm always trying to learn more and add more, obviously subtly. It's an ongoing process. But with landscapes, I don't feel the pressure to be great. I think that's what it actually, now, literally as I'm speaking to you, I'm figuring this out. And that's what makes vlogging so great. I mean, I didn't even know I felt like this until I started speaking to you. Yeah, I think with landscapes, I just feel less pressure. No one expects me to be good at them. I don't expect me to be good at them. I just enjoy greenery. It makes me feel relaxed. Yeah, so it's almost like I've got these two sides of painting, and I'm trying to find the middle ground where the best of both worlds meet, where you, like I said, you plan and you learn and you study and you try to get as much technique under the belt as you can. But then on the other side, you have to let go at some point, and you have to just flow and let the art just fall out of you. Sorry if that sounds gross, but yes, it needs to be free flowing, and because that is what it, the essence of art for me is the human soul, or whatever you want to call it. But it's about what is inherently natural inside of us, I think. For me, that is. It's whether you think, whether you know what you're trying to express or not, you're expressing something. It's happening on the page. So yes, let's stop procrastinating and see if I can find anything that inspires to create. I kind of forgot about libraries there for a moment. It's been really cool to have so many available at my disposal. And I went into our local one and I got this book on Degas. Yeah, so I'm going to give it a bit of a read. Apparently he's not as nice of a guy as I thought he was. Okay, so yes, I'm feeling very inspired today and motivated to design some and create some new things. I started my new art class with the same teacher, with Andrea. Hi Andrea, if you're watching. Thank you for everything. You really inspire us and motivate us and support us, which is much needed. So I started drawing too yesterday, and whenever I start learning new things or practicing new skills, it just inspires me and it motivates me, and I get energy to try out different things. It creates new ideas. It's like a butterfly effect. I opened my Etsy shop last week, just before I uploaded my first YouTube video. This week I started designing some products on Printify for print on demand, so that's also on my Etsy shop. I've got a mug and a sticker. It's a very nice kind of folksy pattern design. It's maybe a little bit more of an autumnal theme, but I was enjoying the colors, so I went with it. I'm not going to let themes restrict what I do. So yes, I had fun with that design. I can actually show you. Yeah, this one. So I actually put it sideways on the mug. You can stick it however you want to. Yes, it's going to be also a vinyl sticker. With print on demand, I was again in two minds about that. I want to create everything by hand as much as I can. Obviously this design is made by hand, but I don't have choice, or I don't have say really with which materials they use to print my design on. But it is the most economically viable option when you're starting out a business. So I'm trying it out. I'm going to see how it goes. You need to try things. And there's a lot of nice options. I saw there's a tote bag, and that sparked some ideas to design a tote bag. I'm thinking of doing my frogs. So I'm going to have a look, see how I can arrange them, make it look super cute. I've been obsessed with tote bags lately since moving to London. Using public transport, it's a necessity to have any kind of bag. So yes, I've been using a lot of tote bags. I thought I'd look into designing a tote bag. If you want some cute designs, you can check on my Etsy shop. I will put it on there. Yeah, I spent about an hour and a half designing. Eyes are a bit blurry and stinging from looking at screens the whole day. Yes, once you're designing stuff digitally, I tend to get sucked into it pretty easily because you're not using any materials. So there's not that kind of psychological factor of you wasting materials. So yes, and I mean, it's just so easy to tweak things and change things. So I got my little tote bag with my frogs. I'm going to try and give you a nice view here. So that is, I hope this shows up on screen, the front of the bag, minimal elements around the frog, and then let's just go out, get the other back of the bag, and quite a striking little design. Got a pink star, and it's as if he's climbing the bag. Pretty cute. Yes, it's 100% cotton. That's up on my Etsy as well. you're welcome to go order if you're looking for some cute designs on your tote bags. And now I think I'm gonna take a much needed break. I've done a lot of behind the scenes today, getting hungry, been training a lot, so, and I've got training coming up tonight. And the new coach is he likes pushing us, so it's really good, but I need to fuel my workouts, so I'm gonna just go eat something and try and get my energy levels up for tonight.